Hello.
Hey, hello.
Hi, LP. How are you?
Good, how are you, man? What's going on?
Good, good, fine. I came here to the radio earlier. I like 10 a.m. and now I'm here to making this interview.
Cool.
How are you? Is the question.
I'm good. I'm just at the crib, at the house, chilling.
Like
uh,
everyone, there's nothing
hey,
else to do.
nothing else.
Well,
Yeah,
I saw the show you did. Like I saw everything. Sound check, Q's and A's, and of course
yeah.
the live stream. Uh, the first question I had is like, what was it for you making like a show without an audience, without a crowd, like being there, because we were all like online.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I definitely missed the crowd. Of course. I feel like um I enjoyed it, I mean, I had fun, and I wanted to seem like a live experience, and not feel like it was taped or, I was nervous. I was very nervous. I was more nervous than I would have liked, to be honest. I was
Yeah.
definitely like,
What
um,
the live effect is it the same a bit, because we are going live. I have the doubt it's going to be recorded and then streamed, but
yeah,
I
yeah,
heard
no,
that.
yeah, it was, we didn't really have that much time to rehearse. We had to like keep it short, and uh but I definitely, like, my adrenaline was going, and I felt a bit nervous.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
but it was,
it felt real, the show. I really enjoyed. I
yeah.
was with my
Oh,
girlfriend at home. We were both watching it, and it was like, uh, I think we're missing the people, the shows,
yeah,
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 the interaction, the energy interaction is very important.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, like, I feel like it was never so obvious as, like, in between songs when you were like,
Yeah, yeah. Or something you say to the crowd, to make some time or to make them laugh.
yeah, yeah, totally. And I think we went a little too fast. It was like, I needed to, like, chill for a second. But I think it's also as a learning experience, as far as, like, what to not do and do next time.
What do you think is going to be? This is the first one and not the last one.
I'll do more. I think we're looking into doing more of them. And I mean, as soon as we're allowed to play for people, I'll be like, the first one out the door. So,
Mhm.
and I know that'll happen, sooner or later, but I think until then, I'm just going to keep trying to be creative, and
Yeah.
give
Well,
people.
is it true? It's going to end this sooner or later. It has to be. Like
Yeah.
it's always been in the history of the mankind. But what do you think we have to learn about this? Passing this pandemic, we cannot remain the same. I think.
Yeah, I mean, uh, more so, I mean, I think we have a lot bigger problems sometimes than the pandemic, especially in my country.
Yeah.
I think that, you're right. These things do come and go. I mean, if, you look back in history, it seems that every 100 years there's something that, I mean, that's, I think that diseases are going to come and go, it's not, it's at that, but I think that hopefully, we could learn, because we're a lot different of a world now, especially the way we, can communicate and everything. I think that, I feel like it's sad that we didn't, especially in my country. Speak for myself, that we didn't take advantage, of, our, like, technical advancements to, like, help, like, stop it immediately. I mean, we just, we have terrible leadership, and and it's sad. Things are
Yeah.
like, it's not doesn't come from a human based place, humanity based, place. I think we are, like, consistently shown ourselves to have dropped the ball, in that regard. And but I think, we can learn from that, for, like, if something happens again. And I think that, I think that also though we just like are reminded again how fragile we are, and how much we need each other, and how much on another tip, that how much art matters. I think that at first, people think, oh man, art is like, going to take a back seat, but we always need it. It's always something that is, in our DNA, to have to like kind of see the world in a beautiful way.
Yeah, yeah. So if someone told you like January this year, this would happen in the world, would you believe it?
No, I mean, I've never seen anything on a global scale like this in my life. I don't think most people have. I mean, I wouldn't be able to believe the fact that we are subject to such a vast unknown. I feel like, I think that the biggest thing, the biggest thing I like couldn't believe in the beginning was there was no one to ask what's going to happen, or that knew. Like from scientists on down. I think we that's been kind of like a wild thing, and
Well, we live in a world where sports player they are
yeah,
receiving much money than scientists, teachers. We live in a world, I think it's without the balance in certain subjects, I think are important. But well, I
yeah,
hope we learn something about this now as a society. At least people like you that make music, you can like send a message and you can make it worldwide. And maybe if it's a good message that helps everybody understanding the situation a bit more, I think it's enough for someone to make a positive move. We can make positive or negative move, or we can keep silence. I think
exactly.
the ones who make positive are the ones we have to keep them, like you, LP.
Yeah, thank you. I feel like one of the biggest things as far as like that we are struggling with here is equality, which seems so bizarre that that would be still going on, and I mean, it's not just inequality, it's grave discrimination, and so we have to, that's something that is uh, just an ongoing battle that we've always had. It isn't something that we suddenly think that we we have a racial inequality problem in our country. I mean, it's always been here,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
we are fighting for for that as well, and we need to clean house a bit in our infrastructure.
Yes, absolutely. Well, back to you, back to LP as a singer, a songwriter. I recently read that you have written songs for many other artists before you came as a solo player, and you also said that you take like opera singers for an example when you were young. Is it true?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been kind of I've always kind of studied voice as far as like just doing scales and trying to get like better or whatever. I'm even my mom played a lot of opera. Sorry about the dog.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's like a Zoom issue with this
What did I
camera.
tell you? And I was exposed to a bunch of opera when I was young, so it's just like and it was a cool base. Most of the training I do now involves scales, but not necessarily because of opera. But was thanks. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Because when we hear you sing, it's like something. I recently heard the version of you of "Lost on You" acoustic,
Yeah.
and it made me cry a lot. And
Oh.
I didn't understand why. That was the most
Eh,
powerful thing. I was in the car listening. I turned up the volume, of course, because it was like I know the song from here from the radio. This one
yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot, and then
Well,
this version, what's happening? It's like your voice. What's it's coming inside me? That's why
yeah.
I couldn't
I mean,
understand.
that's the thing, the live thing. I mean, I think that's the power of live music sometimes, and yeah, it's interesting. I'll be in a spot in Italy or somewhere, and be hearing Lost on You and be like, oh, it's a live one, you know, it's different. But yeah, thank you very much. I think that playing live is something that just won't ever go away. I don't think that this is a new this is our lives forever. I just don't. I think that we'll get back to it because people need it.
Yeah.
I need it. I need to go see live music as well. I'm not just talking about me. You know?
Well, do you have any plans for what's coming up? You know, we were expecting you here for Lollapalooza like in mid-year, but I think it's already past, or September, but obviously you're going to come.
I mean, they're supposed to be rescheduled for like November, but I don't think that they are gonna, you know, obviously happen then. I was, you know, really very excited, you know, to do. I was even doing Lollapalooza in my own country, you know. So, and I it's like, you know, one of the best festivals. So I was really stoked. But
are you aware here in Argentina we love you very much, you know?
Man, I love you guys.
Okay. That's why I have to get that clear.
My last show. Thank you so much. My last show, unbelievable.
For people to know, we were like enjoying the last song you made. The complete work is going to be released like next year.
Yes, around like March, you know. But I think there'll be more singles coming out before the end of the year for sure.
Excellent. Well, we're going to be like hearing it here, of course. Like the first
yeah. How's it doing there? You guys playing it on the radio?
Yes. Well, and so you have no plans. Like, I want to ask you if you are like thinking of something that I think that it cannot be planned now for time for the future.
Yeah, I think it's you know, I wish it was going to be this year, but you know, like I said, as soon as we can come next year. I mean, I don't even know if we're allowed out of the country at this point. Oh shit, that was good. No, good. But I think I'm not going to be, you know, allowed out of my own country for a minute. But
yes, your country is a little bit more traveled.
Yeah, I mean, we are, you know, we're like I don't know. we're not great.
You're everything. You know, you're everything. You have the grade. You have like the wars. You have everything.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I feel like I just want it to be. You know, like I said, I want it to be over, but I do think that what we were talking about before, that we are learning some stuff from this. And I think that the younger generations are going to be, you know, will be like, we'll be thankful that this happens, because I think a lot of good stuff is going to come out of this. And, you know, I'm an optimist, so I believe in that kind of stuff. And I think you look for where people are doing good things, and you try to keep focused on that, you know. And we are, you know, my world got so much smaller, you know, like when I started touring, because you know, I could tell when I go to a place like Argentina that, you know, there's beautiful, wonderful people there that I miss and I love when I'm not there. You know, I think you know, a lot of our problems come from a lot of people that have never stepped outside of their world, you know. And that's the thing, our world is beautiful and diverse and wild, and you know, people should get out and check it out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, it was an honor talking to you, LP. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You are very humble and very talented. That's nothing very common lately in artists.
Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very kind.
And we are going to be we're expecting more news from singles and from live concerts.
Yes, you will, and you will be getting that, you know, more and more as time goes on.
Excellent. Thank you very much, LP. Bye.